Finally, there it is, the Platinum Trophy. I have been waiting so long to get this. All I have to do is just walk across this bridge and the Platinum Trophy is mine. Wait a minute, how the hell did it just magically get foggy? The boss!
What?
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
What?
You need to complete your mission.
What even is my mission?
Your mission is to upload a video.
Yeah, that's definitely not happening.
Well, too bad.
Ah, my back! Freeze, mother... Huh? Fucking cheap ass gun? Alright, I'm ready now. Oh shit, no I'm not. Now how am I supposed to go?
You must complete your mission. Until then,
No, wait.
good luck.
In today's video, I will be going for Metal Gear Solid Delta's Platinum Trophy. With a total of 46 trophies, we'll have to do all sorts of things such as completing the game without killing anyone, eating every single type of food, defeating every single boss in the game, and completing the game with the Foxhound rank. So enough being said, let's go ahead and achieve this Platinum Trophy. Before we even start the game, we already have the opportunity to earn 2 trophies. Since this is a remake to the original Metal Gear Solid 3, this game comes with 2 different playstyles, New Style and Legacy Style. And picking either or will give you 2 trophies. War has changed, and Old Snake new tricks. The game starts off with us preparing to make our way inside of Russian territory, as our mission is to rescue a weapons scientist named Sokolov, as they are using him to create some type of nuclear device that could harm the United States. Once we get the green light to go, we then jump out of a plane and landed in a random part of the jungle, where we then see the OG Snake himself, Naked Snake, ore farming for absolutely no reason. Anyways, after a brief yap session, I then had to go and retrieve my backpack that was stuck inside of a tree. And once I retrieved my bag, we then go through one of the longest mandatory yap sessions in the game. It basically just teaches us the basics of how to use the menus and what type of equipment we have. Now that we're done with all that yapping, we can go ahead and start our mission.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
While making my way through the jungle,
Oh shit! Oh, fuck. Okay, that scared the hell out of me. What the fuck he doing there?
Ari managed to get a few trophies. Snake has a multitude of different uniforms and face paints that he can wear to either blend in with his environment better or to give him unique abilities.
Whoa. That's some interesting face paint.
You see this little percentage right here? This is the camo index, and it tells me how well I blend in with the environment. And after going prone, I managed to get the trophy I Can Totally See You after achieving a camo index of 90% or higher. And I'll need to collect a total of 84 face paints and camos in order to get the trophy A Snake Has Many Skins. I then went ahead and saved my game. Paramedic then talks about the movie Godzilla King of Monsters, and her talking about this movie gives me the trophy Cinephile. I then managed to make it towards my first encounter with some enemies, but as long as I stay stealthy and take everyone out one by one, I should be just fine, right?
Fuck. Shit. Oh fuck, they're coming. Oh fuck. No, go. Oh no, this is going wrong. Oh no. Oh, I'm fucked. I'm so fucked.
Huh?
Oh no. Oh.
This is HQ.
Where did that go?
Somebody
What?
there? Who's that?
What the fuck? Oh my god. How do I run? What is this? What is this? Hold on, I can dodge the bullets like this. I'm dodging the bullets. Yes sir, that's how you get it done. Oh god, this is going horrible.
But I somehow managed to get a few trophies while struggling to do stealth. Mama said after using CQC to throw an enemy onto the ground, like he just doesn't care after holding up an enemy. I then went ahead and started collecting the 2 collectibles this game has, Keratin Frogs and GAKO Ducks, as there are a combined total of 128 I'll have to collect. And after collecting my first ones, I then got the trophies Prince Charming and Ugly Duckling. And right after that, I went ahead and shot a beehive above an enemy's head. and that gave me the trophy Beekeeper. Moving on, I managed to finally make it to the abandoned factory where they are keeping Sokolov. And of course, managing to get myself caught every single chance I get, I did actually manage to get a hold of an enemy, and I was able to interrogate him. And interrogating him gives me the trophy Tell Me Where the Bomb Is. I then hid under the abandoned building so I could stop being shot at. I managed to capture a snake under here, and that gave me the trophy Can I Keep It? After capturing any animal alive. Once I took out the few enemies that are guarding the building, I then made my way inside to retrieve Sokolov and make our escape. As we had to hurry because Sokolov told us that the Russian leader named Colonel Volgin was on his way to come and capture him. Once we make our way outside, we then get ambushed by some more enemies. Until they got ambushed by a guy named Ocelot and his crew. I just thought about it. It's very interesting that his name is Ocelot. Could mean something. But once his gun jammed, it was time to take advantage using CQC. And right after that encounter, I then got the trophy Young Gun. I also went ahead and slimed out Ocelot in order to get the trophy Time Paradox, because you know Ocelot's not supposed to die here. Once we meet back up with Sokolov, we did get a little tease of the nuclear weapon that I was talking about earlier, which is known as the Shadowhawk, as this thing is capable of shooting nuclear missiles from far ranges. But it was time to get Sokolov out of here until we got interrupted by the boss. But not only that, we also get introduced to the Cobra unit as they take away Sokolov. The boss then betrays us and throws us off the bridge. As we get washed up on shore, we then have to cure all of our injuries. Colonel Volgin shoots a nuclear warhead towards one of the Russian facilities to make it look like the USA was attacking them. And this ends the Virtuous mission. As we then get played this beautiful cinematic, which I'm not gonna lie, this was the main reason why I bought this game. Don't judge me, I thought this shit was hard. After Snake recovered from his injuries, we then ended up back in Russia, as now our mission is to kill the boss. To prove that the United States government had nothing to do with the involvement of the explosion of one of the Soviet facilities. At least I think that's what's happening. I'm kind of lost. We also still have to rescue Sokolov so that we can hopefully stop the progress of the Shadowhawk. So once we get dropped off and landed in a random part of the jungle again, it was time to commence with Operation Making our way through the jungle, we then see the boss again, and she absolutely shits on us again. She then tells Snake that he needs to focus on his mission or to just get out of here. She then shoots the drone we used to get here in order to bring attention towards us, making it harder to leave in the first place, so looks like we're going to be focusing on our mission. The boss then leaves as the game then puts my sneaking skills to the test. As the boss destroyed my gun to make people go sleep, I'll have to figure out some way to get past these guards without getting detected. So using the stun grenade to temporarily blind them.
She temporarily blinded me. Fuck you mean temporarily? Bitch, you blind forever.
I then managed to sneak past the other guards as I made my way towards the abandoned factory from earlier, where we was supposed to meet up with a guy named Adam. But instead of meeting up with Adam, we meet up with fan service herself, Eva. Oh yeah, it's really hot out here in the middle of the night. Eva then explains why she's here and not Adam, as we'll find out later that she's actually undercover going by a lady named Tatiana. It's kind of interesting that she's using a Chinese pistol.
It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol.
Very interesting. She then gives us some equipment for us to use once we make our way towards a lab where they are keeping Sokolov. After taking a quick nappy nap, we then wake up to Eva, butt ass naked for some reason, and a group of Ocelot's units are swarming the area. I then went ahead and took out the whole entire unit without getting caught once.
I see him.
Oh, the fucking king, god damn it. Okay, so that might have been a lie. So after getting riddled with bullets, I then went ahead and treated my gunshot wound. And finishing that up gives me the trophy, Don't Touch the Size, after using a knife to remove a bullet. Once I take out the Ocelot unit, we then see Ocelot himself as he has Eva captured.
What? A female spy?
You had to do that to notice? Like, what else you thought she was, a fucking fanboy? Anyways, the guy with good aim but horrible gun maintenance figures out that his gun is empty and even uses this to make her escape. What the fuck? Anyways, Ocelot then skedaddles away. Eva does some magical anime bullshit.
Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
Well, I'll go back and get some more trophies. I was then feeling pretty hungry as my stamina was pretty low. So I went ahead and found a snake that is hopefully not poisonous. And after chowing down on a snake, that gave me the trophy
tasty.
I then threw up right afterwards, and that gave me the trophy Ralph called after making Snake throw up, and that gave me the trophy Serenity Now. Does these stations actually heal you? I've never seen it really do anything. I went ahead and made my way back towards the main menu and looked inside of the extra tab where you can find the food collection, and just opening it up pops up the trophy if you well ate anything. Next up, I had to equip the scientist uniform and get a little dirty in order to get the trophy Mud Scientist, in which I somehow almost died doing it.
Oh wait, fuck, I forgot I can die. I forgot I can die. Oh fuck. Get out, 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 get out. Come on, get out, get out. I swear. Okay. Whew.
Yeah, I learned from my mistakes earlier. But then went ahead and captured a poisonous snake and threw it at an enemy in order to get the trophy Taste the Poison. Continuing making my way towards the lab, I found an armory that contained some TNT, which I needed in order to blow it up. Now, why do I need to do this exactly? Just cuz. After that, we then encounter with Ocelot again, but this time it leads up into a boss fight. Almost every single boss in this game has two separate health bars. Their actual health bar whenever you use lethal damage, and their stamina bar when you use non-lethal damage. And in order to get the trophy Peace Walker, I'll also have to take out every single boss without killing them. And honestly, this boss fight with Ocelot was pretty easy since it is the first boss fight, especially when Ocelot shows his whole entire body, which makes it super easy to shoot him. But once I eventually defeat him, the whole entire place gets swarmed by a bunch of bees, or wasps, whatever, in which we then had to jump down this ravine. Snake somehow survives this. We then ended up inside of a cave, and making my way through it takes me to another boss fight. Inori the Blackface. And this is the boss fight where we officially fight one of the Cobra unit members.
I am the pain.
Now the Pain has some unique quirks about him. When he has all of his hornets around him, he is immune to all damage. So you either gotta wait for all of the hornets to move from him, or you can use different types of throwables to remove the hornets from him. Now majority of the attacks he throws at you, you can just avoid by going into the water. But one of his worst attacks is his Tommy gun, as that thing does crazy damage. Though you can avoid his attack by just going behind the platform in the water. Once you get into his second phase, he then exposes how chopped he is. And in his second phase, he sends out some homing hornets, and these hornets will automatically lock onto you and smack the shit out of you. And the rest of the second phase is pretty much just like the first phase. And once I defeat him, I then got the trophy Pain Relief. Making our way outside of the cave, we then make our way towards a warehouse. We see Sokolov being escorted to another lab, and Colonel Vogan pulling out a play straight out of Hassan's playbook. Anyways, after Sokolov PPs his pants,
What?
we then get teased of our next two opponents, the Fear and the End. And for some reason they left the End by himself. But this was perfect for me, as I could switch to my sniper rifle to take him out in order to get the trophy the Early End after killing the End before the boss fight. And I also got the trophy the End after defeating the End. Moving on, I finally made it to the lab, so now I just had to sneak in and find Sokolov.
Who's that?
I don't know why I thought it was gonna work. I continued to fuck up my stuff until I managed to make it towards the room where Sokolov is supposed to be. But instead of finding Sokolov, we found this washed up weapons scientist who I really don't care about because he dies literally a few hours later. All we really need to know is that he introduces us to some type of project called the Philosopher's Legacy, as we'll now need to figure out some more information on that. He also tells us that they took Sokolov to another lab inside of Groznygrad, which is Colonel Vogan's main base that also keeps the Shagohog. Once I made my way outside of the lab, I then encountered freaked out Spider-Man, also known as The Fear is able to use stealth camouflage, even though when I use it, it's apparently cheating, but he just jumps around different tree branches, and all I have to do is just find him and shoot him, while trying to avoid some of his attacks. So this boss fight wasn't difficult, as the only problem I really had was trying to aim with a controller. But once I defeat him, I then got the trophy. If it bleeds, we can kill it. After that, I then went ahead and placed down some mouse traps as I was trying to capture a certain snake. A Suchinko, shit, I'ma stop. And once I caught the snake, I then got the trophy, believe it or not. I then managed to get a hold of an enemy and interrogated him to give me the radio frequency of his fire support squad in order to use it against them.
Tactical nuke incoming! My ears burn!
And doing that gives me the trophy Friendly Fire. Oh, and I also got the trophy Mostly Dead after using the fake death pill. That's it, there's really nothing else to talk about with this trophy. We then get a call from Eva telling us to meet her in a bunker at the top of the mountains, as she has a way for us to get into the underground tunnel which will lead us inside of Groznygrad. But on our way to the mountains, we ended up encountering...
I am the end.
Damn. I guess you can say the end really met his end. I'll be here all night.
That shit garbage, nigga!
In order to defeat the end, I'll have to find where he's hiding, as he hides in multiple different locations. The best two ways to find him is either using thermal vision to track his heat signatures, or just getting fucking shot by him.
What the fuck did he put inside of them darts? Jeez, I don't feel so good.
Reckless boy. You should have known better. Now I got to take you to Diddy's house. What?
You know what? I'm feeling a lot better now. Let's just go back to the boss fight. Once I managed to find the end, I made sure to sneak up on him and not shoot him, as I had him hold him up until he drops a special camo for me. And this gives me the trophy, You Snooze, You Lose. And this is a very special type of camo, as not only it replenishes my stamina when I'm inside of the sun, but I also managed to get 100% camo index, which gives me the trophy, A Good Man Is Hard to Find. Once I sneak up on the end, I then shoot him 3 times until he drops a stun grenade and runs away.
I gotta get out of here!
And after that, it's pretty much just a cat and mouse game where I have to keep finding him in different locations and keep shooting him until his stamina bar is depleted. And once he's defeated non-lethally, he then drops his sniper rifle, which is one of the best non-lethal weapons in the game. After the boss fight with the end, a new passageway opens up for us to make our way towards the mountains, as we have to climb up this extremely long ladder. I then made my way through the mountains and met up with Eva. She then gives us a key and gives us the rundown on how to reach Sokolov. Sokolov is located at the west wing of Groznygrad, though it is heavily guarded and only people with high ranks can make their way inside. So we'll need to disguise ourselves as Major Ivan Rainovich Rykov. Eva then leaves, as we then watch Colonel Vogan beat the shit out of a barrel. Oh wow, who gives a fuck? Colonel Vogan then starts to suspect that there is an imposter among them. Anyways, making my way out of the bunker and going into the underground tunnel, we ended up encountering another member of the Cobra unit.
I am the Fury.
Hello, welcome to my tutorial on how to defeat the Fury. Step 1, what you want to do is shoot him. And then step 2, you want to avoid the flames. Thank you for watching my tutorial on how to defeat the Fury. I should have listened to myself. Fuck! Once I actually managed to follow my own tutorial, I can then defeat the Fury, and that will give me the trophy, Houston, we had a problem. After that, we then climb up this ladder to finally make our way into Groznygrad. Spending way too much time on the outskirts of Groznygrad. Smell this gas! No, that shit's strong, ain't it? Alright, where the hell are I gonna go? Making my way towards the east wing. Can I get another silencer, please? I can't even go this way. You can. Let me speed that up. Once I get inside, I instantly get caught trying to make my way through a door that I didn't need to go through. Scorpion, go to sleep! Go to sleep, go to sleep. Oh, motherfucker. Alerting the guards made me end up hiding in the bathroom, which was actually perfect because Major Raiden was actually in there taking a shit. Everybody going blind. Everybody going blind. This nigga taking a shit in the bathroom. You wouldn't shoot your officer, right? Ow. Wait, stop, don't stab me. Managing to pick up his body, I made my way towards the locker room so I can go ahead and steal his outfit. All right, let's go to the locker. Come on. Come on. Ow. You know, I can take them back shots. I don't care. Ow. Oh my god, stop pulling the fire alarm, bro. Nobody coming. Would y'all fucking go do some science shit and leave me alone? For our stuff, y'all in the lockers. Fucking dweebs. Hiding Major Raiden's body and disguising ourselves as him, we now have access to the West Wing. But once we meet back up with Sokolov, he tells us that we're already too late as the second phase of the Shagohod is already completed. So what's the next best option for us? Terrorism. Sokolov tells us that if we can get our hands onto some C3, then that should be enough to blow up the whole entire hangar that is keeping the Shadowhawk. But Eva already managed to get her hands on it, so we'll be meeting back up with her later. But first, we had to finish our mission of rescuing Sokolov.
No, I'm not going.
You're telling me I made my way over here for no fucking reason? Oh, you don't want to leave because people keep using your talents to make weapons. I don't give a fuck! And you think I'm just gonna sit here and let you yap about your life? Fuck your life! And worst of all, I had to let Colonel Vogan play with my balls? Yeah! Just for him to beat my ass? Fuck you, Sokolov! You deserve to get your fucking kneecaps filled with lead. We woke up inside of a torture room as Colonel Vogan starts to interrogate us to get information out of us. To save you from the torture porn, Colonel Vogan gives away the location to the philosopher's legacy, as a transmitter that the boss planted on Snake falls out of him. Colonel Vogan is still suspicious of her, so in order for her to show her loyalty, he has her do the unthinkable.
Cut out his eyes.
Though Tatiana stops her, and this invokes Ocelot to believe that Tatiana is the spy.
I know that smell.
Stop it!
Stop it!
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I think this dude more freaked out than the fear.
No, I have no interest in this woman.
Ocelot then plays juggling roulette with her to test her luck until Snake intervenes. Once everyone leaves, Eva then tells us that she has an escape route for us and our equipment as a couple of guards escort us to our cell. Now, in order to get out of my cell, come here, dinner, come here, dinner, where are you going? There's no running. What the fuck am I doing? I would need to know a certain radio frequency. Now, the only way to get the code is by being friendly to this prison guard right here named Johnny. To be friendly with Johnny, all you have to do is give him back the food he gives you. And eventually, he'll open up and start talking about his family, which is perfect for us as the code to open up the cell is on the back of the photo. 14475. Why would you put the code on your picture? What? Once Johnny leaves to go and take his occasional shits from eating bats, we can then make our escape. Sorry, Johnny. I gotta get the hell up out of here. There's a guy over here. No. You're seeing things, buddy. Don't come over here. There's no way he saw me. Oh my god, they all camping right here. Don't worry about it. Stop it. It's just a cardboard box. Stop, don't you do it. Mind your business, buddy. No. What the fuck? Alright, you know what, fuck it. So if I can take a shot to an eye, I can take a few shots to the body, fuck it. Actually, wait, that was the complete opposite of what happened. I can't see on my right eye anymore. Fuck it, I'm making a run for it, I don't care. Bob and weave! Go! Make it! My grand escape. Let's go. We then try to make our escape, but it leads to a dead end, as Ocelot and his unit surrounds us. Ocelot decides to get his revenge from the bullet that jammed on him earlier. So our next best option was to take a leap of faith.
You've got a way to fall.
After that fall, we wake up inside of a swamp where we encounter another member of the Cobra unit.
I am the sorrow.
Though the Sorrow isn't your typical boss fight, as his health bar is literally empty. If you try to dive into the water, you will get vicious backstrokes from a random ghost.
Dude, what the fuck? We can give me back shots in the water? What's wrong with them?
We then get haunted by the previous Cobra unit members that we supposedly killed. I mean, yeah, they did all blow up after we defeated them. If the record says I didn't kill nobody, then I'm innocent. But once you reach to the end of the swamp, you'll then meet your doom.
I gotta do this shit again. Oh my god, I wanna blow this dude up so bad.
You see, you can't actually fight the Sorrow. After all, he is a ghost. So really, the only way you can defeat the Sorrow is by dying.
That's why I'm supposed to fucking die. That's why he keeps saying you come back, because you're supposed to revive. Fuck this stupid fucking boss fight.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal.
But death doesn't have to mean the end, as you can use it to transform the world around you, or even yourself. You can use it to be a new being, or maybe even be born again.
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
You just use the revival tool after you die, which will bring you back to life, defeating the Sorrow, giving me the trophy River of Pain. We then meet back up with Eva as her and Snake camp out inside of a cave.
Can't even eat a snake during a mission, huh?
I wouldn't mind eating you.
After they have a freaked out goon session, alright buddy, we fucking get it! We then grab our equipment and the C3 we need to destroy the Shagohod. Making my way through this tunnel and climbing up this ladder, we ended up back in Groznygrad. Once we made our way towards the east wing where the lab is, we can see the Shagohod in all of his glory as I prepare to blow it up. Planting all of the explosives on all 4 fuel tanks, it was time to make my way out of there as I only have 20 minutes to escape. But once I try to make my way out of there, we can see that Eva got caught, and we also get caught as well. Though we get to see the Philosopher's Legacy for the first time, as Eva was trying to steal it before getting caught. Colonel Vogan then goes on a whole yap session about the legacy. That little microfilm was created by the previous philosophers putting all their wealth and funds into it, as that thing is worth only about like $100 billion. What? The United States, China, and the Soviet Union all want their hands on it. Colonel Vogan then gives the Philosopher's Legacy to the boss to keep it somewhere safe, as she takes Eva away to be disposed of.
Leave everything to me.
It's all making sense now. Probably, I don't know, I'm so fucking lost. But while all this commotion was happening, Snake can see visions of the Sorrow showing us how much time we have left before this whole entire building blows up. Colonel Vogan then challenges us to a fight to the death, though we only have 5 minutes to take him out, so we have to take him out quick and efficiently.
You're mine, son of the boss!
Colonel Vogan has a multitude of attacks that will slow us down. He has a chain lightning attack that locks onto you whenever you have your weapon equipped, but not only that, it also drains all the bullets that were inside of your gun. He has 2 different types of bullet attacks that will instantly injure you. He will also charge at you like a crackhead that you owe money to and beat the shit out of you. And when he's charged up with electricity, he is immune to all bullets.
That don't work.
Though after all of his attacks, he always has a free window to go in and CQC him. And it took me a few times to defeat him, mostly because the time always ran out for me. Even though he was literally 1 HP and he should have died, but he instantly gets immune when there was only a few seconds left on the clock. But eventually I managed to defeat Colonel Vogan, and that gives me the trophy Grounded. We then quickly make our escape as the building was about to explode, and we find out that Eva is still alive and managed to find us. As the building explodes, Eva tells us that we need to make our way towards the lake, as not only there's a plane for us to make our escape, but the boss is also waiting for us there. Yeah, fuck that. I am definitely not fighting that. I'm going to take a break. Ah, yes, this is much better. Let's go. I got all of them, baby.
Yes!
Hell yeah. Wait, what was I supposed to be doing again? Oh yeah, right. Taking out all the guards in our way because for some reason Eva just wants to stop driving when we are literally being chased by a fucking spider tank. But eventually we managed to make our way towards a bridge in which Eva planted some bombs for us to shoot to have the bridge collapse while the Shadowhawk was on it, which will hopefully take out Colonel Vogan for good. What the fuck? Just die already! But now it was time for one last showdown against Colonel Vogan as we have to take out the Shagohod. In order to defeat the Shagohod, all I need to to do is shoot at its drill parts, which will completely stun it, and I can shoot an RPG inside of the hole in which Colonel Vogan is exposed. And I'll have to do this while avoiding certain attacks like his turret, his missiles, and him just running us over. But that's not really the challenging part. The real challenging part is Eva's fucking driving. Once we've done some good damage to the Shagohod, Colonel Vogan then comes out and charges it himself. So now Eva has to go and distract Colonel Vogan while Snake takes him out once and for all. And the fight basically plays the same as before, except that Eva gets worse at driving. I'm not gonna lie, she might need to put them glasses back on, cause holy fuck, she is blind as a bat. Yeah, I knew I wasn't crazy. She's using fucking magic to drive that bike. But eventually, I managed to defeat Colonel Vogan, and that gives me the trophy Shagadelic. How the fuck is he still alive? I'm not gonna lie, this should have been happened to him. Anyways, we continue to get chased because these guys really want their fucking paycheck, but we eventually managed to escape from them by jumping over this ginormous ledge. Though Eva's bike is starting to lose fuel as they managed to shoot the fuel tank, and for some reason both Snake and Eva had to pay attention to the fuel tank instead of looking fucking forward while driving, and managed to crash into a log.
And you know what? I'm not even fucking surprised.
After that, we see that Eva sustained a pretty nasty injury, but she should be fine as I am maxed out on all of my healing items. We then start to prepare ourselves to make our way towards the lake for our final showdown against the boss.
But first, I had to help guide Eva towards the lake, in which I definitely did not forget that she existed.
Basically, Eva moves only when you prompt her to move by calling her. Though this first session isn't really a problem as you can just stun the majority of the enemies and then run away. So the second area is a bit more difficult as there are enemies scattered all across the area, but it's still not difficult enough that I can handle it.
Once we make it towards the lake, Eva prepares a plane for us as we go and finish our mission.
I've been waiting, Snake, for a long time. Waiting for your birth, your growth, and the finality of today.
Boss, why are you doing this?
Why? To make the world one again. The world used to be whole. But with the end of the Second World War, the philosophers began to fight amongst themselves, and the world was torn apart. The Cobras, my comrades who trained and fought alongside me, were torn apart as well. The world must be made whole again. The philosophers must be reunited. I will devote my skills to that purpose. And with the Colonel's money, I will achieve that end. Just as I once created the Cobras. They are my family. Look at this scar. This is proof that I was once a mother. I gave up my body and my child for my country. There is nothing left inside me now. Nothing at all. No hatred, not even regret. And yet sometimes at night, I can still feel the pain creeping up inside me, slithering through my body like a snake. I've never talked this much about myself before. Thanks. Thanks for listening to me. I feel content. Snake, I raised you. I loved you. I've given you weapons, taught you techniques, endowed you with knowledge. There is nothing more for me to give you. All that's left for you to take is my life, by your own hand. One must die, and one must live. No victory, no defeat. The survivor will carry on the fight. It is our destiny. The one who survives will inherit the title of boss. And the one who inherits the title of boss will face an existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, MiGs will come and bomb the hell out of this place. If you can beat me in less than 10 minutes, you'll be able to escape in time. Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
Boss.
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. Face me. Existence of endless battle. I'll give you 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, MiGs will come and bomb the hell out of this place. If you can beat me in less than 10 minutes, you'll be able to escape in time. Let's make this the greatest 10 minutes of our lives, Jack.
Boss.
You're a soldier. Finish your mission. Prove your loyalty. Face me.
In order to defeat the boss, I have to beat her at her own game by managing to counter all of her CQC attacks. Whenever she rushes towards you, she is preparing to do a CQC attack. There will be a brief window while she's attacking you to hit the right trigger at the perfect time in order to counterattack her. And I can then just shoot her to chip off some more damage. Though you do have to be careful, as if you have your weapon equipped, she will instantly counter you and she'll throw away your weapon and ammo. This actually only applies to weapons that you can't CQC with. So when you use your pistol, you can CQC her. And in her second phase, she has 2 windows in which you need to hit right trigger at the perfect time. And once you manage to parry all of the boss's CQC attacks, you will then get the trophy wax on, wax off. And before we take out the boss, I also got a few other trophies. I managed to find the last GAKO ducks and Keratin frogs. In order to get the trophies, it's duck season, and it ain't easy being green. I then went ahead and ate the last 3 snakes I needed in order to eat a total of 48 different types of food. And going back to the food collection, we'll pop the trophy Gastron. But now it was time to complete our mission.
There we go. Am I fucking hit her? Okay. Got it. Alright, just a few more hits. No. Am I not here? You know, I thought she was gonna hit me like a bunch of different moves. It's made it kinda obvious. Hey! Got the snake outfit, let's go.
And once the boss is defeated, we then get the trophy, the Patriot. As she lies on the ground, she gives us the Philosopher's Legacy, her Patriot, and made her final request.
Jack. Or should I say, Snake. You're a wonderful man. Kill me. Kill me now. Do it. There's only room for one boss and one snake.
Damn. Would it be kind of fucked up to take a picture like right now? Yeah! Paparazzo snake.
But we'll now have to pull the trigger.
Okay, or the game's just gonna make me. I didn't even pull the trigger.
And with that shot, the white flowers turns red as we see Snake lose his innocence. For what he once saw, the world has now changed forever.
Damn, I should took the picture here. This is harder. Fuck.
We then get on the plane and make our way out of here. Except that Ocelot decides to barge in and they tussle around for a bit. Until Ocelot decides to challenge us to one last duel. And I definitely did not lose this.
What a thrill.
Luckily, the bullet was just a blank. Ocelot then gives his farewells and jumps out of the plane for some reason. But after all of that, we can finally make our escape. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Snake and Eva then spend some time in a random lodge. Snake then wakes up to see that Eva's not there anymore, but also she left a recording for him, where we then find out the truth about her. As we find out, this whole entire time she was a spy for China, as her mission was to also retrieve the Philosopher's Legacy. As we then see Snake shakes the president's hand and earns the name Big Boss, he doesn't really care, as we also find out the truth about his mission and the truth about the boss, as his mission was to kill the boss for betraying the United States, when the United States gave her the mission to betray them so they could have an inside person to gather information for the United States to use against the Soviet Union during the Cold War. Though when Colonel Vogin used the nuclear warhead that the United States gave him as a bargaining chip, she actually sacrificed herself for the United States by being seen as a traitor to prevent a war between the United States and Russia, at the cost of having Snake to come in and kill her. As we see Snake paying his respect at her gravestone.
She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
But we can now roll the credits. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to give respect to Kojima, because holy fuck, he's making me use my brain. Wait, hold on, is that a phone ringing?
Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam.
As I make my way towards the abandoned factory from earlier, where we was supposed to meet up with a guy named Adam.
I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
I fucking knew it. This game is fucking peak. Finishing up the game gives me the trophy like a boss. In the trophy, Peace Walker. I also went back to the scene where we shake the president's hand in order to see Ocelot firing his finger guns at us in the background, which gives me the trophy Ocelot always gets his man. Now that we finished up with the story, we can go ahead and start the Foxhound run. In order to achieve the Foxhound title, I'll need to complete the game on extreme difficulty, complete it in 5 hours or less, have 0 continues, have 0 alert phases, killed 0 humans, acquire 20 serious injuries or less, taken a total of 5 life bars or less, use 0 life medicine, and use no special items. I'll also need to complete this because it has the final face paint I need in order to get the trophy A Snake Has Many Skins. So enough being said, let's go ahead and start the run. Finally being able to skip all the cutscenes, as that would have definitely added at least 10 hours to my playthrough. Though we can skip past the whole entire Virtuous mission as it wasn't too difficult to get through. Now that we're in Operation Snake Eater, I once again had to blind the guards that just stand next to the pod that we came in from and sneak past them. Though when I made my way towards the bridge, I was struggling here for a bit, as for some reason I was not using the ghillie suit that I had after I collected all of the duckies from earlier. And this doesn't count as a special item, so it makes stealth even easier. I managed to make it through once I figure out how a ghillie suit works. Now it's time to fight Ocelot's unit, as there are now way more enemies than last time. But this was the strategy I came up with. You want to shoot this one enemy outside of the window, then you can take out 2 more enemies through these crawl spaces. After that, you can easily take out this guy sniping on the roof. And I quickly made my way back towards the room I just left so I can throw a stun grenade in there, which will hopefully take out all the enemies inside. And it mostly did, though one of them managed to not get hit from it, so I just went ahead and shot him. And all I have to do is take out these last 2 enemies that sit on the side over here, and I will have managed to take them all out without getting alerted once.
There you are, bitch. GG's! I did it!
Yippee! Yippee! Now it's time to make my way towards the first boss fight against Ocelot. I'm a fucking idiot. The Ocelot boss fight wasn't too difficult, though I did manage to take a lot of damage. And this is really bad because I literally go into another boss fight afterwards. And holy shit, the pain really lives up to that name, because he is now a pain in the ass, as he now can drop grenades on top of your head without you even realizing. What just happened to me? But not only that, this boy loves to pull out that Tommy gun now, and he will light your ass up, and I was freaking struggling.
Like, what am I supposed to do? He already pulled out the gun.
So the only other way I thought of getting past this was the technique of phasing. In order for this technique to work, you need to change your graphics to quality. Then while walking forward, you want to use the quick switch camouflage feature, and you want to switch your uniforms 20 times. And once you do that, you should be able to phase through the boss fight.
Yes! Oh my god, it still works. Oh, okay. Let's go. Fuck that stupid boss fight, bruh. Like, what the fuck was that? Thank goodness.
But once I made my way through there, I ran into another problem. You see, while doing both of them boss fights, I completely forgot to remove my silencer, and now I had to make my way through these guards without a silencer. Though I did figure out a solution. So using a grenade to distract them, and while wearing the spider camo with the ghillie suit, I threw down a bunch of smoke grenades in which I was practically invisible, and managed to sneak my way inside without getting caught.
I fucking did it. Oh, I did it. Oh my god, I can't believe I did it. Oh, I'm a fucking genius. Okay.
Now at the same time having to go to the lab and fighting the fear, I can use that phasing technique again in order to skip that whole entire section. While running up these stairs, you will want to quick switch your uniform before you hit the top of the stair. And make sure you do it 20 times, because if you do it more than 20 times, you'll go beyond the room that you need to be in.
Where am I? Shit. What the fuck just happened? That's not good. I don't think this is supposed to happen. What the f- Ooh. I didn't even notice there was a way to die.
Once we actually phase into the right area, now all we have to do is make the game think that we already unlocked this red door, which requires a key you get from the weapon specialist inside of the lab. So this can be completely bypassed. So what you need to do is cook a grenade, throw it, lean your body on the door, and then roll away from it, and for some magical reason, this will then unlock the ability to go to the next area.
Finally! Holy shit!
Now it's time to fight the end, but I'm pretty sure we all know the fastest way to defeat him. And I do miss out on the sniper rifle. Oh, but don't worry, I'll come back for it in a second. You'll see why. But I managed to make my way through the mountains perfectly fine, as well as Grossingrad, until I made my way back inside of the cell. Wait, hold on. I'm getting a call.
Snake, have you ever heard of Renfield? He's locked up in a cell waiting for the master to return, eating the spiders that crawl along the walls. He waits and waits for ages. Finally, just as he's beginning to forget whether he's human or not, the master comes for him, saying the time has come. Renfield is overjoyed.
Wait, isn't this...
Standing before Renfield in human form was...
Dracula.
Anyways, moving on from whatever the hell that was, it was time to make my escape, though this time I will have to be way more sneakier than last time. So here's my plan. Our good old friend Johnny actually carries some smoke grenades for us, which is perfect. So once we knock him out, we can go ahead and grab them. I also use the food that Johnny gives us to distract this guard right here, as he is blocking the safest way to get towards the west wing. Going through this crawl space, we can head straight for this door to the left of us and easily make our way towards the south wing. And we literally just make our way towards this door over here, and we are instantly in the west wing. I then make my way towards this wall and throw a bunch of smoke grenades in front of me and pray for the best. And I really got lucky here because I accidentally rolled on the dog, which could have easily caught me, but I somehow managed to escape.
Please, 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 please. Oh, thank fucking goodness.
But we ended up back in Grossingrad to fight Colonel Vogan again. And fighting Colonel Vogan wasn't hard, as I wasn't worried about efficiency. I was just worried about not taking so much damage, because this dude can literally one-shot you. But actually, that doesn't even matter, because literally after you defeat Colonel Vogan, you then go into the chase scene in which the game automatically heals you. But what was worse was that I literally forgot the requirements in order to get the Foxhound title.
Oh my
god! If you guys remember, it specifically says that you have to lose 5 total life bars or less. But I'll eventually figure out that this run is perfectly fine and I won't reload an old save. Nope. I went ahead and did everything again, including the end boss fight, for literally no reason. I guess I just don't like happiness, I don't know. Now that I'm exactly back where I was, the sniper did help, at least. I'm skipping the rest of this, it's time to wrap this shit up. Now it's time for the finale, the fight against the boss, as this should be super intense because it's on extreme difficulty and this should actually be a challenge, right? Yeah, not even close. I don't know what happened, but I guess the boss AI messed up as the boss never went for another CQC attack ever. Plus I had the sniper, so I literally just had free shots on her. And she always had her body exposed for me to shoot her. So I just kept shooting her. And eventually she went down. That was the whole boss fight. And now that we are fully done with the game, let's see if I earned the title of Foxhound. Let's go! We got the Foxhound title! Let's go! The Foxhound trophy! And now that I got the Foxhound title, I should get the final face paint, which is the Infinity face paint. Hit easy gun. The Infinity face paint. There we go. A snake has many skins. And now, the Platinum Trophy Endless Battle. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, as that will greatly help out this channel. If you want to see more games that have Platinum, it should pop up on your screen right now. Otherwise, Happy New Year's, Merry Late Christmas, and I'll see you in the next one. What some other shit can I add in here to make this video longer? Oh, what about Fox Hunt? Is anyone playing that? Oh.